One of the things that I love about Amazon Prime Wardrobe is the ability to try things out before you commit your credit card to them. So today I have a haul of things that I am excited to share with you. Some of these things have been sitting in my cart for months, and some of them are just kind of brand new things I picked up on a whim, so I would have enough things to justify sending the box to my house. I don't like to send just one or two things. I like a full box, so I have plenty of things to show you guys. Anyways, I'm really excited to show this to you. I hope you're excited to see it. If you are, stay tuned. All right, let's get the business out of the way as usual. First of all, I am on a journey to 1,000 subscribers before Labor Day. So if you want to join this little community of people who love fashion, unboxing, and style, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Also, if you've been here for a minute, watching my progression here as we go, I really appreciate you coming back and spending some time with me. I have finally hit 500 subscribers here, and as promised, I am going to do a giveaway very soon, so be sure you hit that notification bell if you haven't already so that you know when the giveaway video drops. It will be very soon. All right, let's jump into today's Amazon Prime Wardrobe haul. There's a lot of great stuff in here. I will leave all of the information about each piece in the description box below. I probably won't include pricing in the description box because we know that pricing on Amazon changes on the hour. So the price I paid today could be totally different from the price that it will be available at, but I will tell you about the pricing in the recap just so that we can determine like what we think I should keep and what really needs to go back, and maybe so we can do some price comparison as well. All right, let's jump into the first couple items that I have here. Let's talk about this purse first, if I can get it unhooked from all the other things that are here. This is not something I would usually go for. I'm kind of a go big or go home kind of girl when it comes to bags and purses. So this is pretty small for me. However, I was really drawn to the faux crocodile or alligator or whatever it is style that's going on here. This is a really cute top handle bag, and I don't know if top handle bags are on trend or not. I really don't care because I really love this. I just thought it was very chic. And for the price that it is, it seems like it's going to be pretty durable. It feels nice in the hand. It's, you know, really solid in the handle. It's got a crossbody strap on it, so you can throw it across your body very easily. And even though this is a little bit smaller in stature, it's kind of a great size for just kind of going out real quick in the summer. If you're headed out, you're hitting the road, you're traveling or whatever, I think this is a nice size for like day tripping, sightseeing, that kind of thing. It is just big enough to fit the iPhone 11 Max. Not the, or no, sorry, the iPhone 12 Max. I think that's what I have. Not the Pro, not the like bigger one, but just the smaller, just slightly smaller one. So it's just big enough to fit that inside this like pocket part here, the actual body of the purse. It will not fit in this little pocket here, and it will not fit in the inside pockets, but it will fit in the body of the bag. So just note that this bag is only big enough for certain phones. If you have an older phone that is a little bit larger, it may not fit in here. So, you know, you may want to take heed of the measurements that are on Amazon and make sure that your phone, if you're going to be carrying it with you, which, you know, who doesn't carry their phone with them these days, will fit inside of this. Mine perfectly fits in here, and I have still enough room for like my little wallet, my little card case wallet, my phone, lip gloss, and maybe like a little compact. So it's kind of the perfect piece, and I was really pleased with the size on it. Next up is this accentuated shoulder mini dress. And I'm actually quite pleased with this dress for a number of reasons. First of all, I love the color on this. I think that it's very warming on my skin. It's just really lovely. As a matter of fact, it goes very well with the top I'm wearing now. Even though it's a little bit fall toned, I just think it's going to be perfect for me for summer. I love this exaggerated shoulder. As I've gotten a little bit older, I've gone from being more of an hourglass shape to being more of a like apple or pear shape, meaning that I'm just a little bit wider across the midsection than I am across the shoulder. Still being said, I'm a little bit broad-shouldered, and I also have a little bit of a slip to my shoulder. So if you experience those same kind of problems, a shoulder pad may actually help a little bit. One, it gives a little height to a sloped shoulder, so that kind of gives you a little more like stature through here. And also, if you are more pear or apple shaped, it helps to even out the silhouette, making the shoulders look as wide as the hip and making you look a little closer to that hourglass silhouette that a lot of times we're looking for. So this is actually a really nice shape on me. The other thing that I appreciate about this dress is that it's actually stitched and manufactured really well. I purchased a similar style shirt from the drop several months back. It was part of one of these influencers collections, and I thought it was crap. Mostly because the part here where the shoulder pad was not sewn properly, and so this little piece underneath here kept flapping out and folding out, and it was really irritating and super annoying, and I sent it back. This time, however, they've actually like fully stitched this part here, so it's not going to come undone or loose, and the shoulder pad is in here like securely. So I really do appreciate them taking the time to do that. Also, it's actually kind of folded in a way here to give this a little bit of a very like geometric shape through here. So you actually get a little more width to the body of the dress, which I think is kind of cool, something a little bit different. I believe this dress is just under $40, which is great because I kind of have a rule about summer dresses. I don't like to spend a lot of money on them just because you're going to usually wear them so much that by the end of the summer, they're going to be kind of worn out, and you know, you're just going to put them away or discard them, or, you know, give them away or put them on Poshmark or whatever you do with them. So I like to spend $50 or less on a summer dress if possible. There are a few exceptions, obviously, but I like that this is kind of in the wheelhouse of where I want to be price-wise. And I looked online to see what other dresses like this cost, and it was in the ballpark, and I felt like the quality was good enough that I will probably keep this. It's like it actually feels like a French terry, like a very thin French terry kind of material. I really like it, and I think this is going to be a great addition to my summer wardrobe. The next dress you're going to see me in is a polka dot button-down style dress. And online, I'm not even sure what attracted me to this dress, but I saw it and I was like, you know what, I really want to try that. So I did go ahead and order it. I love the fact that it is buttoned down from top to bottom. So if you are a little more modest or want to show a little less skin, you can button it all the way up to the top. Or if you want to wear this as like a duster, or you want to wear it over a pair of capris or over like a bodysuit or something, you could totally undo it from top to bottom, or maybe just undo the bottom half, maybe, you know, unbutton a couple buttons at the top like I did. The possibilities for styling are kind of endless. I did appreciate that at the middle there is a drawstring waist, so you can tighten it up a little bit to make it work for you. I did find that it gapped just a little bit at the bust line, so for me, having those couple of buttons at the top undone really did help to kind of alleviate some of that tension across the top, and it sat nicely after that. That being said, I don't know that I'm in love with this dress. It comes in a lot of colorways, so maybe it's just the color that's bothering me. I don't know. I just really didn't love it. I did try styling it up with some other things that were in my closet, and it worked. I just didn't feel, I don't know, there just wasn't an attraction there. So I think I'm going to pass on this dress, but it is a great price. It's part of the Amazon Essentials collection, so I think it was like under $30, which I think is a great price for a summer dress. It has a nice weight to it, and it fits true to size. Again, I'm not quite sure what attracted me to this dress, but I did get another summer dress in this kind of blue and pink floral. I think in the picture it looked more enticing than it does in real life. That being said, I thought the fit was very comfortable. It's a lot looser than the previous dress, but it does still have that drawstring at the midsection. But this is a full length dress all the way to the floor. It is plenty long. So if you are shorter than 5'7", it might actually be too long because this was all the way to the floor for me pretty much. I loved the V-neck there. It wasn't too wide, so there was no like flashing if I bent over. I thought that the sleeves had just a little bit of a flutter to them, which was nice. And yeah, it just fit generally pretty well. But that being said, I think this dress is a little more expensive than the previous one. And I don't know, again, I just wasn't really attracted to it. It does come in a number of colorways as well. So if you don't like the florals, pick something else. But this is also by one of the Amazon labels. It's called Goodthreads. And it had a nice quality, nice weight to it. I thought it was, you know, produced really well. I just don't know that I want to add this to my dress collection. All right, let's talk shoes. I am in desperate need of new shoes, you guys, like desperate. But part of my qualification for a new shoe right now is that it needs to be supportive and very comfortable, and I just don't think I nailed it this time, but let me show these shoes to you anyways. First pair are by Sam Edelman, and I was drawn to the buckles on these. I just thought they were really awesome. It's a nice flat. If you are somebody who doesn't need extra support, it's very cushiony on the bottom here, so I'm going to try and set this down so I can fully show you this shoe. It's very cushiony here. I love the detail on here. I think this is a perfect summer sandal. It kind of reminded me of the Dr. Scholl sandals that are kind of infamous by now, but without the support in them, which is what I really, really need. So even though I thought these were really cute, I decided that I wasn't going to keep these. The other thing that I did like about these shoes is that my foot didn't slide forward in them. Sometimes with kind of slides like this, if this part right here is too wide, then my narrow foot just slides right through it. Although I don't think you can tell my feet are narrow right now because they're just swollen from all the heat, but whatever, it just is what it is. Anyways, really cute shoe, just not hitting the qualifications that I needed to hit right now, so I'm going to pass on these. This next shoe is a perfect example of what I mean about slides that don't keep your foot from sliding through. These are by Madden Girl, which is a division of Steve Madden. They have this very on-trend pillow type stitching, that quilted stitching, kind of that Chanel look, but on a shoe. And they're very on trend right now. And I'm definitely on the hunt for some kind of puffy shoes, but these are not going to be it. Again, they have just a little bit of padding on them, so they're not like uncomfortable. They just don't have any support, you know, that I really need. But they're also wide across here a little bit, and so since they don't kind of narrow at the top, when you know, your foot kind of just slides right through. Yeah, so then your toes end up hanging off the top, and that's just not really attractive. So I think this is a really adorable shoe, but unfortunately it's not going to work for me right now, so I'm going to pass on this too. Speaking of trends, the fuzzy slide sandal, slipper, whatever, is still going strong from last year. It's like we just need to bring the coziness of 2020 into 2021. Things may be getting back to normal a little bit, but our fashion is still stuck in 2020 a little bit. And I don't mind. These are, I don't remember exactly what style this is, but these are by UGG. They're part of their Kollaburra collection. Obviously a fuzzy sandal meant to be worn out. And I don't know why I'm so enamored with these, but I really am. I did find them to be super comfortable. When you first put your foot in it, it seems like it's going to be a little tight, but it does like form to your foot pretty quickly. So, I really do love these. They have a little buckle on them, so you can adjust the back a little bit. So I feel like my foot is going to be secure in here. It's a perfect size for me. I actually am probably closer to a 10.5 than a 10, but in a sandal, I can get away with a 10 without any issues. And so these fit really well. They have nice traction on them, and they're super, super comfortable. They have just enough support in them that I think these will be great for the summer. Even though they're furry and it's pretty hot out there, I don't think it's going to be I don't think it's going to make my feet overly sweat. Besides, I'm not going that many places this summer, you guys. So these are mostly going to get worn in my house anyway, but I do really love these. Now, in the recap, I will tell you why I'm not keeping these, because there is good reason, but I will be adding these to my collection. I'm just not keeping them from this box. We'll talk about it in a minute. Something you guys are not going to believe is I don't own a pair of combat boots. Yeah. I know, strange but true. So I have had combat boots on my wish list for a long time. And there's two reasons why I really haven't owned a pair since, I don't know, 1989 or something, when that whole grandma trend was in, when we were all wearing prairie skirts and combat boots. Anyways, the reason I haven't owned a pair is twofold. One, price. A good pair of combat boots that are actually comfortable and that you actually really like are going to run you up there a little bit. Yeah, I'm figuring in the $100 to $200 range. I know there's a lot of inexpensive options out there. I just find that my feet can't usually tolerate the way they're designed. It usually requires me to have a more expensive shoe to get the comfort and the support that I actually need. So it's just one of those things, you get what you pay for sometimes, especially when it comes to shoes. The other thing that has really held me up, even more so than price, because y'all know I can find a good sale, is that I have an oddly sized foot. Like I was mentioning before, I'm actually closer to a 10.5 than a 10. And when it's a closed toe shoe like a boot, a 10.5 is really what I need. An 11 is usually going to be too large, but a 10 is definitely not going to work. Thank God for Sam Edelman, because almost all of their shoes come in a 10.5, including these adorable boots. So these have been sitting in my prime wardrobe cart for, I don't know, months, because I didn't want to justify sending for the box for just these boots. But I did want to try them on before I made any commitment to a boot. And I will tell you that the sizing was really, really great. I don't know that I'm in love with the boot. I don't know. It's been so long since I've seen my foot in a combat boot that I don't even know, like, how I should look in them. But the good news is that I know that these are going to fit. They're super comfortable. And I don't think I'm going to invest in them now, because I believe these are like $150. So I want to put that money towards, you know, more summery shoes right now. But it's good to know that they're available. I have looked online to see what other Sam Edelman boots are available. I've seen lots of things that I really liked. So I'm not like, I don't have FOMO right now of like, oh, if I don't buy these, I'll never find another pair that I'll love again. Now I know I need to commit about $150, that Sam Edelman has my size, and then I will probably be happy with a pair from this brand. The last item I'm going to show you is actually a pair of shorts, and I didn't order them through Prime Wardrobe. These are actually one of those Instagram influencer collaborations by It's Spread Fashion for the Drop. And I will link her Instagram below in case you're interested in her style. Anyways, I purchased these shorts via the Drop some weeks back. And I'm quite pleased with them. I got them in a medium and a large. I found that the large was way too big. So if you are going to get these shorts, I would say size down if they're even still available. Because the thing about the Drop collaborations is they're usually only available for 48 hours and then they're gone. But a lot of times there are returns, or they have just a few left or whatever. And so sometimes you can find them. But I thought these were really comfortable. I like the length on them. I love that they have pockets, and they just fit really well. They just sit on the body in a place where I really want them to sit. Again, they have that kind of light French terry feel to them, so I feel like they're kind of a perfect summer short. I also appreciate that the ties on them are flat, and so they don't add any bulk to the midsection, so you can just throw a t-shirt on over them without getting that extra kind of weird bulk right in the middle. Now, if you're looking for a similar pair of shorts but can't find these ones that I purchased from the Drop on Amazon, I did find a similar pair of shorts on Target, or at Target, and that's these here. I don't love them as much. Now, I did buy them because they were less expensive. These are like $15 as opposed to these I think were like $45. But they don't have the same like quality and details that I loved from the Amazon ones. These have a wider elastic waist to them. They also have this rope tie, which is very bulky in the midsection. So whatever you're wearing it with, just be aware that this is going to get in the way. They don't have pockets on them, but they do have cute little, you know, side panels on here. And I think they're just a touch longer in the back than they are in the front, which is nice to give you some rear coverage. But I just didn't find these to be quite as comfortable. These are by Universal Thread, and I believe they run truer to size. So if you decide to get these, you're probably going to get the like your whatever your true size is. I got a medium and a large just to see how they would fit, and the large was definitely much better, but I think I'm gonna take these back and just keep the ones from Amazon. All right, let's do a recap really quick, and we'll start with the flat white sandals, the kind of puffy ones that I showed you. Those were $32.31, great price, but they are definitely going back. Next is a Sam Edelman Granada slide sandal in black. That was the one with the little buckles on it. It was a size 10.5. They fit true to size. They were $60, definitely going back. Next is the Goodthreads women's Georgette ruffle sleeve maxi dress in the pink painted floral. It was a large. It was true to size. This one is $39.90. Not a bad price for a summer dress if you're interested, but I just don't think I'm in love with it, so it's going back. Next is the Drop Women's Diana Top Handle Crossbody bag in Camel. That was a little handbag that I showed you at the very beginning. It's $39.90. I think it's a little bit pricey, but I did go online, do some research to see if I could find something similar somewhere else. I found nothing that was even close, so I'm probably going to go ahead and keep this one even at $39.90 because I think it is going to be the perfect summer bag. Next is the Kollaburra by UGG women's Fuzz-ee flat sandal in amphora, which is that kind of beigey color. It's in a size 10, runs relatively true to size. It's $59.99. Now, the reason I'm not going to be keeping this shoe, but I'm still going to be adding this shoe to my collection, is because it's actually cheaper elsewhere right now. I think it's actually cheaper on Amazon right now by like $10. So there's no reason for me to pay extra when I can just turn around and buy the same shoe somewhere else for $10 less. That's like the tax or something on it. So this one from this box is going back because I'm not paying $59.99 for it, and then I'm just going to order it from somewhere else or from Amazon or wherever. It does come in other colors as well. I think black, that beige color, some other colors, like 3 or 4 colors. So anyway, so I'm just going to pick a pair, get them in my size, and have them shipped to me, and so I'll have them really soon. Then we have the Amazon Essentials women's feminine half sleeve waisted midi A-line dress in off-white micro confetti. It is a large. It did run true to size. It's $25.90. Great price for this dress. Again, I'm just not 100% sold on it, so I think I'm going to send it back as well. Next is the Drop women's Mariana power shoulder mini dress in Adobe. That was the beautiful kind of burnt orange dress with the shoulder pads in it. It was a large, runs true to size. It's $39.90. Again, great price for a summer dress. It's well within my wheelhouse, maybe a little more than I wanted to pay right this moment, but I really, really, really love this dress. It's like definitely my favorite item in this whole box. And again, I jumped online to just kind of see if there were anything else that was similar at a better price point, and I didn't see anything that I really loved, so this dress is definitely going to be a keeper. And finally is the Sam Edelman women's Lydell combat boot in the modern ivory, size 10.5. It runs true to size. It is $150. I know it's a little pricey for a pair of shoes, but I feel like shoes are something that I personally have to invest in just because of all of the issues I have with my feet, from size to support, etc., etc., etc. I'm used to kind of paying a pretty penny for shoes, although I try to find sales when I can. That being said, I'm not going to invest that $150 right now just because it's summer and I want to put that money elsewhere. But it's good to know in the back of my head that Sam Edelman has boots that are, you know, gonna fit my foot, that I do like. And so when the fall comes around and I start doing my fall shopping, I will definitely consider these or a pair like them. And then finally, just real quick, these are the Amazon drop shorts. I believe they were 40 something, if I'm not mistaken. These are the Target shorts. They were $15. I will put both of them in the description bar below, so that way if you want to check out either pair, you certainly can do that. That is everything in this haul. I know it's been quite a doozy, but thank you for sticking around and checking out the pieces. Let me know what your favorites were in the comments below. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe. And until the next video, live with love. Bye!